Hello and welcome to the 2021 Bay Future Virtual Annual Meeting. I'm Trevor Keys, President and CEO of Bay Future Incorporated, and I wanted to thank you for joining us today. 2020 was unlike any year and continues to present unique challenges. But despite these challenges, our team and our partners continue to do the work necessary to drive Bay County forward and to help our local economy and community recover. This past September, we publicly rolled out that plan, Recover Bay County. The support we have received from the community has confirmed that our Bay Future Board of Directors and the team at Bay Future is taking the proper steps to address the needs of our Bay County economy. Thank you for your support of Bay Future and our efforts to grow jobs and investment in Bay County. It is because of you, our Bay Future Drive Forward investors, who believe in the work that we are doing and support us, that we can execute our mission, our vision, and our strategic plan through every foundational and pivoting initiative. Thank you. Our meeting will include 2020 highlights as well as a look forward into 2021 and efforts that will continue along our mission and work to make Bay County a great place to live, work, worship, and play. We are honored to have members of the Bay Future Board of Directors as well as community leaders and business owners included in our annual meeting. I am also excited to share with you today the 2020 Bay Future Annual Report and want to thank McLaren Bay Region for their support as our annual report design and printing sponsor. I also would like to thank our 2020 Annual Report meeting sponsor, Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works. This event would not be possible if not for their support and partnership. We're looking forward to continuing to partner on upcoming initiatives and are so grateful for your support.
Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works is proud to sponsor Bay Future's 2021 Annual Meeting Report. 2020 has been a year of incredible change. A little over a year ago, COVID-19 went from a term of relative insignificance to forever altering the world in which we live. Between January 1st of 2020 and today, the state of Michigan has lost nearly 400,000 jobs, or about 10% of our state's employed positions. At the center of it all is COVID-19. Industries across our region have experienced far-reaching consequences from the COVID pandemic, with booms in the manufacturing and healthcare industries to decreases in the service sectors. Complicating the issue is the loss of thousands of Michiganders from the labor force. Health, safety, childcare, and a perceived lack of skills are just a few of the reasons that have created one of the largest talent shortfalls in recent history. Employers from across the region are struggling to find the talent they require to meet the needs of this new economy. Through it all, Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works has been open for business, adapting our service model to meet the needs of employers and job seekers from across the region. Since March 2020, Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works has assisted employers in filling over 8,000 jobs. Our staff has revolutionized our service delivery. Everything from virtual workshops, career coaching, drive-through resume drop-offs, outdoor job fairs, summer youth camps, and career exploration videos. Our response was never if, but how. Right alongside all of our efforts in Bay County was Bay Future Incorporated. A trusted partner in the region, Bay Future was a fundamental part of the equation in delivering the crucial programs and services to help our region's employers and job seekers through these unprecedented times. On behalf of the men and women of the Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works, thank you for your partnership.
I'd like to introduce our 2020 Chairperson of the Board, Kristen Wenzel. As the Chief Operating Officer of Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works, Kristen deals daily in the workforce challenges businesses face throughout our community. Throughout her time as chairperson in 2020, Kristen has led and supported our team in adjusting to the challenges the pandemic has brought to our community and the impacts we continue to face. Along with her service on our Economic Recovery Task Force and Board of Directors, she assisted in the rollout of the Recover Bay County Plan and encouraged us to continue to focus on the goals of the Bay Future Drive Forward Strategic Action Plan. Kristen, we appreciate your willingness to roll up your sleeves and jump in to support new initiatives and to foster partnerships together. You continue to provide positive impact to the most important component of our Bay County community, our people, through jobs resources and employment opportunities. I graciously want to thank you on behalf of the board, our community, and the Bay Future staff.
Hello, my name is Kristen Wenzel, and I'm the Chief Operations Officer at Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works. While I have spent years working in collaboration with Bay Future on workforce initiatives, it has been my honor to serve as chairperson of the Board of Directors for Bay Future in 2020. I enjoyed working with my colleagues on the board and the Bay Future team. It was a year filled with new challenges and new opportunities. I've been impressed by the dedication, responsiveness, and innovation that the Bay Future team has displayed throughout 2020. They have proved over and over again that they can swiftly assess needs and respond in meaningful ways to the needs of the businesses and the community. The Bay Future team quickly identified the need to take action in 2020. We were proactive and collaborative in figuring out how to assist struggling businesses and the local economy through the creation of new initiatives and by identifying available resources. The team started by developing plans to get back to a pre-pandemic economy with the Recover Bay County Plan. This plan focuses, over the next 2 years, on specific tactics and actions that will assist businesses in truly recovering from the financial impact of statewide and national industry shutdowns. This plan is an addendum to the 2020 through 2024 Bay Future Drive Forward Strategic Action Plan, and is necessary for us to reach our aggressive goals laid out in that 5-year plan. With a strategic outlook on how to best support our local economy in recovery, Bay Future worked quickly and aggressively to survey hundreds of businesses to get a sense of the economic damage throughout the county. They advocated for financial assistance with our local and state government entities to identify funds that could be allocated to small businesses. The impact of these proactive efforts has been significant. Bay Future was able to act as recipient and administrator of grants while collaborating with community partners to develop new initiatives to assist small businesses. As a result, 12 financial support programs were executed by our team, providing nearly 350 company awards and over $2 million in support funds to those businesses who were most in need.
My wife and I became bar owners in the middle of COVID, so we don't know what normal is.
It was a tough year, no doubt about it. Here I was basically closed for about 5 months. I tried doing takeout for a while, but I was losing money almost every day and couldn't do that. It was really hard, especially with, the bills don't stop.
As a Growth Alliance, we want to see business hire people. We want to see businesses grow, and that is the first and foremost mission of Bay Future. So, we want to support organizations that are going to go out and help our business community thrive in spite of everything that's going on.
I have to say thank you to Bay Future because the local buyback, we were literally a week old when Megan called and said, hey, we would like to include you in on this promotion. It's been such a big help.
The grant they gave me was at a time when I didn't receive any money at all from anybody. I was trying to get the PPP loan that wasn't going through, and they said the bills kept mounting up, so it really was a godsend.
Whatever they were able to do with us and working with them made the process very simple, and it made the funding very easy to get access to through them.
Bay Future has been great because they had this broad Support Bay City gift card program that we participated in, and we got multiple thousands of dollars from that. And again, we're still having people come in with those gift cards and do that. Bay Futures in general has been a great advocate for us. When we came in here, I sat down with Trevor, and Trevor went to township meetings for me on my behalf, and really it has paid dividends, for us because our relationship is so close, with the township people here, and with Trevor as well.
There's no better partnership that I can think of than the Growth Alliance partnering with Bay Future to make these great things happen for our community.
Trevor Key's been phenomenal helping us out. Bay Future's been just always there to help us out. He's always sending emails, don't forget this, don't forget that. He's just been a good relationship, it really has.
It's allowed us to stay whole from day one. Now we didn't have to lay anybody off. We actually hired a third cook. Everything that's come from Bay Future has only helped us to grow, maintain, and keep the lights on.
All the money that comes in these businesses stay in this community.
We invest in Bay Future because we look at them as a partner in the community. We can look at them and say, when there is opportunity that sits out there, how do we partner with you in order to understand what we need to do to be successful? And then they look at us and say, what can we do with you in order for everybody to be successful? So they help us give another arm in order to have the entrepreneurs be successful in the community as well.
In addition to offering financial support to businesses, Bay Future provided ongoing counseling and surveying of businesses across industries and expanded their scope to include not only our traditional target industries of manufacturing, agribusiness, logistics, and technology, but also to include those small businesses that create the unique quality of life that we enjoy here in Bay County.
I have observed as city manager that we have focused on Bay Future being that tool in our toolbox that we use for the recovery of our businesses.
And the knowledge of Bay County's past as well as present circumstances and looking to the future.
The stand-up company that people are going to for help, and they haven't backed down from any of this COVID. In fact, they've come out ahead. I feel like they're ahead of it when people are coming to them for resources. So kudos to the Bay Future staff and to the board as well.
That's what I love about those people who are involved with Bay Future is their optimism and their undying commitment to improving things for everyone right here in Bay City and throughout the county.
I'd just like to applaud Bay Future staff for having their feet on the ground and understanding what the needs of our community are.
It's important to note that throughout 2020, our team at Bay Future continued the work of their mission to secure jobs and investment in Bay County through the efforts of business retention, expansion, attraction, and marketing Bay County. 2020 was the first year in the implementation of our 5-year economic growth plan, Bay Future Drive Forward. I'm happy to report that despite the challenges of an unprecedented pandemic, Bay Future assisted 3 businesses in expanding their current operations in Bay County and were responsible for the attraction of 2 new businesses in Bay County. In total, nearly 200 jobs were either created or retained in 2020 from these 5 projects, and our team was responsible for securing over $89 million in new capital investment through these efforts. Our team moved the mark on not only the quantitative goals laid out in the Bay Future Drive Forward plan, but also had real impact through increased business engagement, site selection tours amongst COVID-19 restrictions, and finding new ways to attract and retain talent by using virtual platforms. A great example of this is the Coming Home event Bay Future hosted in conjunction with partners throughout the Great Lakes Bay region. This virtual event allowed local employers to engage with job seekers not only within our community and the state of Michigan, but also candidates across the country. I'm very proud of the work our team has done, and I'm grateful for the investors of Bay Future who make the work our team does possible. On behalf of Bay Future and our board of directors, I want to thank those businesses and community partners who have stepped up in support of local business. We are committed to being a driving force that supports the full reopening of the economy and recover Bay County. Thank you for allowing me to serve as the Bay Future chairperson of the board. I believe we are well positioned to truly drive Bay County forward. At this time, we would like to recognize those Bay Future board members who are leaving our board and who have made a tremendous mark on the organization. Both of these individuals have had important roles with Bay Future and have helped pave the way for where we are today. Mike Duranchik served on our board and our executive committee for 4 years, representing Bay County as First Ward Commissioner and Bay County Commission Chair. Larry Erlinger leaves our board after serving for 6 years, 5 of those years on the executive committee, serving as Secretary and Treasurer. Thank you both for your service to Bay Future, and we look forward to continuing to work with you. Now we'll hear a few words from each of them about their time on the board.
I was very honored to be, chosen to be on the board. What I enjoyed the most was getting to meet and know other community business leaders and business owners within the region. Those are relationships I may not have obtained if I hadn't been affiliated with Bay Future, and I'm very grateful for that, and those are relationships that are going to last for a very long time.
Bay Future has a great board, and the board does a fantastic job. There's a wide variety of different people from different walks of life. Organizations like Bay Future pulled together trying to head in a certain direction on where to go, how do we get there, and how can we help businesses, corporations, small business get to that point to expand.
Probably the most noticeable and instrumental thing that happened last year in 2020 during COVID. We spent almost all of our time on business retention and business survival, quite honestly.
Everybody had to adjust, and they did a great job at it.
I'm very proud of what Bay Future did then, and I think it helped a lot of people within the region.
This is just another tool in Bay Future's toolbox, is that this area still has a lot of room to grow, and the infrastructure for the most part is already here, and that's super important.
Just look around Bay City and Bay County. Everything starts with economic development. We've got a great community. We've got a vibrant downtown. We've got recreational opportunities. We've got the bay in our backyard. We've got new housing coming to the area. We've got a lot of great things happening in Bay County. Bay Future's had a lot to do with that. It's about connecting business leaders with community leaders and putting the municipalities together, putting something together that is larger than just a company moving to the area. A lot of things need to come together to make that happen, and once again, Bay Future's done that.
It is now my honor to recognize those companies who invested in Bay County in 2020 through our business expansion and attraction projects. We appreciate their capital financial investment, their dedication to our community, and the impact they have on creating new jobs to increase the opportunities for individuals and families throughout the community. If you live, work, worship, or play in Bay County, it would be nearly impossible to miss the expansion happening in Uptown Bay City on the Saginaw Riverfront. Thanks to Shaheen Development Company and BRD Opportunity Zone Developer LLC for your contribution to a strong sense of place and to a pedestrian-friendly environment by creating market-rate rental housing directly on the riverfront. This $14.3 million project will surely assist in creating a more vibrant and energetic area that will attract additional residents and businesses. Goujon Brothers continues to expand their facility on the west side of the Bay City riverfront as their product demand continues to grow, as does their team. They were in need of additional space to accommodate their growing workforce to support their strategic business growth and invested over $500,000 to make that vision a reality. This is Goujon's third physical expansion in less than 10 years, all of which have been supported in partnership by the City of Bay City, the City Commission, and Bay Future. Mid-Michigan Health began construction for a new emergency department on the site of Mid-Michigan Health Park in Bangor Township in 2020. This $21 million project will create 50 new jobs in our community and expands the existing health park that was recently built in 2017. The project is slated for completion in late 2021 and will have all the capabilities of a hospital-based emergency department. Serpro of Saginaw and Bay City purchased the former Valley Publishing building in the Monitor Township Technology Park to grow its business locally. The company has plans for a $3 million investment in the facility with future plans for continued growth. Thank you again to these companies for their investment and for the investments that they're making every day in our community. It is now my honor to share with you a special highlight on Wilkinson Minerals, also along the Bay City riverfront. Early last year, the City of Bay City manager Dana Muscat announced a $50 million investment and creation of 50 new jobs with this attraction project. After an additional year's worth of local partnership, collaboration, and work, you will now hear more about the future of that project.
I'm very excited. I mean, look around. We have this piece of property that is just sitting here next to the river. It's one of our greatest resources here, and this company is coming in and building this beautiful plant.
When we started working with Wilkinson, it was probably 2 years ago or so. They came looking for a location that fit, the demographics of this location that we're on today. One of the things that they were really interested in at that point in time was being very close to the natural resource that they were going to be extracting and then processing. And we just so happened to sit on an underground ocean of that, chemical that they're looking to process.
There's a natural formation under here, under this property called the Sylvania Formation. From that, we will extract out the brine. The brine contains high concentrations of both magnesium as well as calcium chloride and some sodium chloride. We'll extract that out and process that into downstream products.
It's a naturally occurring formation. Sits about 4,000 feet below where we stand today. So it's a limestone formation that has some naturally occurring brine in it. So it's just down there ready to be tapped and pumped out of the ground for us to process.
This will be a very well engineered process, and we have some of the best people on it that you could ask for.
The partnership that we have between the city and Bay Future is amazing. We are able to complement each other on things that are coming into our city. You know, we reach out to each other to find out what we can help the companies with when they're coming here with some incentives or, you know, whatever they need. One of us is able to help.
The investment will be well over $150 million. We will have rail car activity, truck activity, all trades will be used here. It'll be pretty significant to Bay City.
You know, and we're looking to bring 80 new jobs here, different jobs, right? So chemical operators, chemists, maintenance craftsmen, you know, general laborers, engineers, safety folks, clerical, sales, marketing. These are all great jobs for this community. I think our average was going to be over $57,000 a year for these roles. They're great paying jobs, and a lot of folks are looking for those types of jobs. So I'm excited. I think, you know, it's exciting to see people's faces when you tell them, hey, these are going to be great jobs. They're going to be here, and they're going to be here for a long time. These are the kind of jobs you look for that you can retire and you can tell your kids about, you know, and see multiple generations working in a facility like this.
$50 million is a huge project, especially in a community the size of ours. It's a type of project that we would, you know, in any instance, be extremely excited about and, you know, want to shout from the rooftops. But to double and then even triple that investment over the type of year that we've had in our community is really something that, you know, needs to be celebrated. It is really something that we need to talk about. And, you know, for a company like this who wants to be a part of the community to be making that type of investment, it's something that, you know, we're really excited about.
It's been a great partnership up here. The city, the county, Bay Future, everybody's treated us and helped us out all through the process. It's been a great place to come and set up factory and work. Even if the brine was not here, let's just take it, because this is one of the few places in America that this brine exists, right here where Herbert Dow first started at. So even if this wasn't here, the experience of working with the community would have brought me here to work anyway, because it's just been that good of an experience.
I mean, they've been a great partner for us and a great resource. Very proactive in communication and assisting us on who we need to talk to and how do we go about interacting with the community so that we reach the right people and we talk to the right folks and we're doing the right things.
This will probably be the second largest producer in North America.
Our city approvals with Essexville and Bay Cities have been completed. So once our permits are approved, we're looking at a general timeline of something around 30 months. So we're expecting the plant to start up somewhere late 2023, early 2024.
And so glad to be able to, you know, work with Wilkinson Minerals and help them do for their business what they're going to do for our community.
They're in the best city in the state of Michigan, so yes, we're happy that they're here.
I would now like to formally introduce you to our 2021 Chairperson of the Board, Don Scherzer, Executive Vice President of Spicer Group. Don has hit the ground running in 2021 and has already begun assisting our team and our board in attaining our aggressive goals this year. As an engineer and a planner by trade, he knows the work it takes and the partnership needed to assist businesses and communities in expansion and growth opportunities. We truly appreciate his insight and his ambition in working diligently to help our community achieve our goals in order to impact our local community and economy and business climate for the better.
I'm Don Scherzer, the Bay Future 2021 Board Chair. I'm also the Executive Vice President at Spicer Group and a lifelong resident of Bay County. I'm pleased to be part of Bay Future's team and assist with the mission of promoting growth and economic development in our community. We've had to adjust that mission this past year to one of support and assistance to our local businesses. There is still much to do as businesses reopen and recovery continues. As our team at Bay Future continues on the quest of our goals in both Bay Future Drive Forward and Recover Bay County, I'm excited about the progress we've made in 2021. We are continuing to work aggressively to support businesses across industry sectors on both recovery and growth. Earlier in the meeting, you heard that in 2020, Bay Future provided over $2 million in support funds to Bay County small businesses impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, business shutdowns, and increased regulations. I'm proud to share with you that since the start of 2021, the amount of support funds has grown to over $3 million, and our team continues to advocate and identify additional funding and resource opportunities to help support our Bay County companies. Already in 2021, the Bay Future announced the expansion of Tri-City Cheese and Meats, home of the Troll Smokehouse in Cawcawan. The family-owned company with 25 employees is investing $2.4 million in an 8,600 square foot building expansion and received nearly $1 million in grant funding from the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development for the expansion of a USDA federal meat processing facility. I want to thank all of our Bay Future volunteer board members, past and present, for their commitment to Bay Future and to driving Bay County forward. We thank each of you for your caring about our community by giving your time, your energy, your financial support. We are so grateful and fortunate to have so many caring members. This year, we will welcome 8 new leaders to our Bay Future Board of Directors. I'm excited about this group of individuals and about the diversity in backgrounds and industry sectors that they represent. Thank you for your commitment and your drive to assist our team in accomplishing our goals. Thank you for your time today and for your support. With your continued support and investment, we will be able to drive Bay County forward. Now, you'll hear from some of those individuals about why they believe in Bay County and why they are eager to work with our team at Bay Future.
I want to be part of the team because I want to make sure that we maintain, that we retain the good that's going on here.
We have a really special place on the map here. I know there's no place else that I would rather work, live, play, and raise a family.
I wanted to be on the board at Bay Future because you get the first look at what the investment is coming into Bay County. We sit in the same room virtually, of course, now, with today and tomorrow's movers and shakers in Bay County. It's truly an awesome experience.
I love this community, and so being able to be a part of a longer term vision and have hopefully one day my children be in this community was definitely something that I was ready to roll up my sleeves and come to the table and do some work.
I see Bay City as an opportunity. I have always looked at it as an opportunity, and I think that the talent and the people that are here can be showcased much different that make this city much more viable than it is today. So I look forward to being able to work with many of the people and the business people in the city and in the county to say Bay City is the place where you need to be. When you're looking at investment, when you're looking at opportunity, there is a bunch of opportunity here.
And community members, they are all for promoting the small businesses because it's essentially the heartbeat of our community.
I personally believe in giving back, especially for a community that gives so much to each of us as well, to be in a position to influence, to make lives better. I don't know why you would say no.
I certainly believe in the regionalization. I believe in the state of Michigan, but most of all, I believe in Bay County.
I chose to become a board member with Bay Future because of the similar values that we share with the organization. Bay Future has so much to offer and things that they're doing in the community, from shovel-ready sites like the Fisher plant, the Fisher location, and those are the types of activities that we need from our economic development organizations in order to attract employers to the region and bring some of our workforce back home.
Throughout the town, throughout the entire county, there's so much good and there's so much potential.
Look at the data points and the results. We've really hit the mark on the last couple campaigns. So I think when you have that kind of success builds upon success. So I think that's the biggest way I can help is get out and tell the story about what Bay Future's done and what we're going to do.
I think Bay Future is critical to the efforts of economic development. I think economic development doesn't just happen. It takes a team, and it takes a team of leaders to get everyone pulling in a similar direction.
So we have a plan, and collectively we're going to move this plan forward.
With Bay Future, if you're looking at bringing a business here, they understand and know from the community standpoint what it needs in order for it to revitalize itself and bring itself to the appearance of how to attract people to come here. And that is very helpful to the entrepreneur in bridging those two gaps together.
So truly, being a part of Bay Future is the next generation and the next investment in the community.
But we choose Bay City because we believe in the things that Bay City has to offer. We believe in the partnership with Bay Future.
I think the future is bright, and I look forward to spending many, many more years here, hopefully being part of that continued growth.
Now we would like to formally recognize the Bay Future Drive Forward investors who make the work we do each and every day possible. You'll notice this list is a slightly different list than the one highlighted in your 2020 annual report. We'd like to thank those additional new investors who have joined us in our efforts since the 2021 year began. We are excited to be expanding our local partnerships and collaborating with additional organizations and businesses for our community's continued vitality. Without our investor support, Bay Future would not have the resources we need to carry out our mission of facilitating economic development strategies that promote and secure opportunities for business retention, business growth, and the attraction of new industries that create quality jobs for our community's residents. As we move forward through recovery, Bay Future is committed to filling the gaps brought on by the pandemic and accelerating our community back toward a projection of growth and prosperity. As our community, economy, and impact grow, so too must our capacity and our team to mirror the needs of our community. Without our public and private sector investors and partners, we will fail. We gratefully appreciate your support and your partnership. And thank you too for participating in our virtual annual meeting. Your support, partnership, collaboration, and vision are the pillars to driving our Bay County economy forward.
It's critical to partner together and really drive Bay County forward.
Rail, we've got air, we've got water, you name it, we've got it.
We believe that we are here to make life better.
I want this city to be the next small, big city because there's so much potential.
We have the businesses, we have the talent. You also have two amazing universities in Northwood University and Saginaw Valley State University that has top talent sitting in its classrooms today. And I believe that we need to find the way to capture that talent and keep it here in this Great Lakes region.
Just some tremendous companies that have been here a long time, and we're attracting new companies to add into that.
The healthcare programs that Bay City has to offer, as well as higher education, affordable living, is attractive to any employer coming into the region.
It's our home. It's where our family and our friends live. It's a great place to live, work, and play.
Support your local economic development because they are the future of Bay County.